What if you could stop time, just for a moment? Would you fix the world or finally catch your breath? We're always racing against deadlines, alarms, and expectations, a never-ending countdown. But sometimes I wonder, what if time simply stopped? No rush, no noise, no seconds slipping away, just stillness, silence, and peace. If I could pause time, even for a heartbeat, I believe I would finally understand what it truly means to live. It all began in a tiny antique shop, tucked between buildings that nobody noticed. Dust covered every clock, except for one. An old pocket watch, gold and warm to the touch, caught my eye. The tag read, "Time waits for the one who listens." The shopkeeper, an old man with a voice like gravel, said, "Wind it, and time will wait for you." But only once I laughed, thinking it was just a gimmick, but I bought it anyway because something about that phrase lingered in my mind. Weeks later, during yet another argument with her, same fight, different words, I felt exhausted from everything, from pretending to have the luxury of time. In the midst of her tears, I pulled out the watch and wound it once. The second hand froze. The world went silent. Even the air stopped moving. Time had truly paused. I walked outside. Cars were frozen mid-motion, raindrops hung delicately in the air, and a child's laughter was caught halfway to sound. For the first time, I wasn't late. I wasn't rushing, and I wasn't breaking anything by being still. I looked back at her, tears suspended, her face a picture of peace. And in that moment, I realized I had acted out of selfishness, to escape the moment, not to truly experience it. So I sat down beside her frozen figure, and for what could have been minutes or years, I simply looked at her, absorbing every detail I had always been too busy to notice. In that still world, I walked through the city. Every street resembled a photograph, every person a statue forever caught in their last emotion. A man held flowers he would never get to deliver, and a woman was mid-laugh, her joy forever paused. A stray cat leaped through the air, caught between motion and miracle. And I thought, maybe this is what eternity feels like. Beautiful, but unbearably lonely. The watch began to tremble in my hand, a quiet ticking like time whispering, "Decide." I looked back at her, my reason for stopping everything. Her tears were frozen, her heart mid-break. If I restarted time, we would continue the fight, and perhaps we would end. But if I didn't, we would remain here forever. Perfect, yet lifeless. That's when I understood. Peace isn't found in stopping time. It's in living through it. I wound the watch backward. The air began to move again, raindrops fell, and the sound of her crying returned. Soft, human, and real. I reached out, touched her cheek, and whispered, "I'm sorry. I don't want to freeze us anymore." She looked confused at first, then smiled through her tears. And time went on. People say time is cruel, but maybe it's not. Perhaps it's just honest. Every second